Today, we're exploring the profound knowledge shared by Alex Collier, the esteemed Andromedan contactee. His experiences and messages from the Andromedans are fascinating and crucial for understanding our place in the universe. We'll be providing you with insights that are sure to elevate your cosmic consciousness. Throughout this video, remember that your engagement helps spread this vital information far and wide. Each like, subscribe, and notification bell you click brings Alex Collier's invaluable knowledge and the wisdom of the Andromedans to more curious minds across the globe. Also, remember that we host a live webinar 3 times a month on a Friday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time, so be sure to visit the link in the description for more information. But for now, here's today's video.
I recently read or heard that it takes a while, some hours, for our soul to leave the body. Is this transition interfered with by the embalming process? Because both my parents' bodies were taken very soon after passing. And does it make any difference whether you get buried or cremated? Yeah, and which one is better? Adds tomorrow.
I know for a fact that it doesn't take a long time for the soul to leave the body. When I was a child, I was shown on monitors my lifetimes of mine, and I know for a fact that there were scenes that I saw where my life was physicality was terminated in a battle. In particularly with a reptilian, that my soul left right away. I was gone. So I think the scenario is different for everyone. There are people who die in an emergency room, and they remain in the emergency room, or they move around the hospital, and then they come back and they decide, or a conversation ensues with a spirit guide, or I don't know what else to call them, guardians, who say, look, you have the choice to go back or not. And they choose to go back. And then suddenly they're resuscitated hours later, and they wake up either in the hospital or in the morgue. And they're alive, and they come back. And they have a completely different perspective because they understand they're not the body. And they accumulate knowledge and information while they were out of the body, which they bring back with them. They also change their DNA structure. Many turn on their third strand, some fourth, some 5, some 6. We know this to be a fact. So I think it's different for everyone. I don't know that one size fits all. Regarding being buried or cremated, I don't know. I don't know that there's a difference or a preference. I don't know. It all depends on what one's wishes are. So, I would prefer to be cremated because I want my ashes thrown into the wind on top of a mountain. So, so that there's more of me on the earth as opposed to putting me in a hole. Okay, so that's not how I want to be remembered, as in a hole. Okay.
Hi, Alex. You talk about having at least a month's supply in our pantries. Does that apply for us here in the province of Ontario, or all of Canada, or all of the world? Or were you talking about the US? Thank you.
You know, I would think that no matter where you are in the world, unless you live on a farm and you're growing your own food, that you would have some reserve. Canada gets very bad weather. You could be snowed in and trucks couldn't get to the grocery store for days. I mean, I know this happens up there. Um, I old school is that you would have your pantry would always be full in the event of an emergency. Whether it's a tidal wave, earthquakes, tornadoes, hurricanes, all those things, you would always have a plan. It's just prudent. There are a lot of issues with real time uh, supply lines. Sometimes they're not on time because shit happens and you want to be prepared. You want to protect yourself and your families. I think it's just common sense. So, in light of what I've just said, I would say yes. The fact that Trudeau, or an image of Trudeau, or a clone of Trudeau, or an actor of Trudeau is running your country into the ground, I would think you would want to have some backup. I'm just saying.
Do you think we will have healthier bodies upon finding ourselves in 4D? Mine is due for an overhaul.
And a wash and a wax as well. That comes with the package. That comes with the beauty package. Yes, I think we will. There is considerably less genetic manipulation and damage done to civilizations there because they're awake. There is a significantly less negative field in fourth than what we experience here in fifth. So yes, we will have much better bodies. A time is constructed differently. The lifespans are naturally longer than what we would experience here. Um, it'll all be good. It'll all be good. Yeah.
When dealing with our kids, how should we approach them about the changes coming? I know they feel it, but they're stuck in the matrix. Do our kids instinctively know this is coming?
I think some do, and then there are some who don't. Um, I I have that issue with mine as well. I have two who I don't want to hear it, and then the others ask questions, and they're asking more and more questions, and I address those questions as they're being answered, as they're being asked. I do try to drop hints, and I do try to bring up things to my two who don't want to hear it. I'll bring up a scientific fact like, "Hey guys, science says they're about to discover fifth density. Isn't that interesting?" Yeah. What's for dinner? you know, um, or Dad, can I borrow $20? I just, I pray for their awakening, and I know that it will be when they're ready. And you just have to trust. You just have to trust that they're in my life, you know, for that purpose of awakening. That they will, when they're ready to, they will have their epiphany. And then that's all you can do. You can't force anyone to do anything or believe anything. They have to find their own way. And it's difficult as a parent to see them make the mistakes that we know they're going to, and to allow them to make them. Because, ultimately it's not about whether or not they make the mistakes, it's about learning how to get back up. That's ultimately the lesson, is how to pick themselves up and correct their own path. We just have to allow that, as difficult as it might be.
As we come to the end of today's cosmic journey, we hope you're leaving with a mind full of wonder and curiosity. If you've enjoyed this video and believe in the importance of sharing Alex Collier's messages, please show your support by liking this video, subscribing to our channel, and clicking the bell icon. This simple act goes a long way in ensuring that this knowledge reaches others searching for these cosmic truths. Also, remember to leave your thoughts, experiences, or questions in the comments below. We do read all the comments. Until next time, keep looking up and questioning the universe. Stay curious, fellow cosmic explorers. If you would like to see Andromedan contactee Alex Collier live via video stream, we hold a live webinar 3 times a month on a Friday at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. For more information and dates of upcoming live webinars, please visit alexcollier.org. Please click on one of the above videos to seek more of Alex Collier's knowledge.